Welcome everybody. It is I, Lokoklouse. This is my first video. This is also my first Let's Play. None of you even really know who I am, so saying who I am is kind of not important. I'm sure many of you already know what this is. Deus Ex. I've been told this game's great, and I actually had already started playing this game and Let's Playing it, but I decided that I would just go ahead and retry it, since I was having issues with the brightness and stuff. Brightness, the sound, a lot of it was kind of having issues, so I just kind of decided I'd redo the whole thing. Alrighty. So, the first couple parts, I'm going to know what's going on, but after we get far enough in the game, I am going to have absolutely no clue what's going on anymore. So, the first area of the game and
your appointment
things like
to
that
FEMA
are going to go
be
pretty
finalized
fast.
within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
It's a long intro.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia
Just
vaccine, he was so
infected him.
willing it was almost pathetic.
Two bets, these
This
are the
plague,
villains.
the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets.
Alright, so yeah,
In
definitely
end,
the villain.
They'll beg us
Look at
to
his
save
eyeball.
them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around.
I swear
and
the
the
women
underclasses
in
are
this
starting to
game,
get
they're
desperate.
just...
Of course
They're
they're
just
desperate.
horrific.
They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
They just...
Bunch of
They could take
pretentious
so
old
many
men playing
bullets.
at running the
Wish
world.
I could take that many.
But the world left them behind.
Playing this
long
game on
ago.
hard.
We are the future.
Because
We have other
I'm
problems.
hardcore like that.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage.
Monsters.
He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem
probably
corpus
gonna have
is
to fight
far in
those.
advance of theirs, as is
I don't
our
actually know.
electronic
I haven't been that
sentience,
far.
and their ethical
Pretty much, I've beaten
inflexibility
the
has
first
allowed us to
area,
make progress
so-
in areas they refuse to consider,
The Augmentation Project.
The
among
augmentation
other
project.
things. But I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress.
No.
Necessary.
His people.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be
I
order
wonder how
again.
many of those people I'm gonna meet. Probably all of them.
Better than kings. God.
So, if you thought that maybe he wasn't the villain, you just got proved that it was wrong. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, the brightness is not unbearable this time. I don't know if you guys know. I was for the 3942 before this, and I had been trying to do this.
I repeat, find Paul.
Find
We'll
Paul.
monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul is my brother, and he has the most standard name you could possibly have. I mean, really? Paul? There he is.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
I don't have to find him
thought
so
you
much
were
as
in
he
Hong Kong.
finds me. It's kind of
Welcome to the
helpful
coalition,
that
JC.
way.
I might as well start using your code name.
Yeah.
Think I missed my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are
Okay,
we waiting
so
for?
a
Looks
few of
like
them
a
got
tactical
away.
assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage.
And
the bots are holding
the
the perimeter,
agent's
but my orders
hostage.
are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how
Really?
you handle the situation.
All
Okay.
I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware.
Yeah, come on now.
Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious.
Nah.
A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
I have no idea what a GEP gun even is. I assume that because of the heavy armor, it's probably like some kind of way to take out robots. I don't care. I specialized in rifles. Well, I didn't really specialize. I guess I kind of sort of trained So I'm gonna take the
I like
rifle.
to pick him off from a distance. I'll take the rifle.
And
This isn't a training exercise,
if any of
JC.
you
Your
watched
targets will be human beings.
my videos on my
Keep that in
last
mind.
profile,
I get the
where
idea.
it was really
What's the
dark,
first move?
you'll know that
I'm going to give you a map of the
bad with
island.
that rifle.
If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors.
We're not gonna
It
go see
responds
him.
to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue.
He
I'll
just
see how
gives
it
me a
looks on
key
shore.
to the front door.
Your primary objective is the
and
makeshift command center the terrorists have
it'll
installed at
just
the
waste
top
my
of the
time.
statue.
I don't really
But don't
need
forget
him.
about Agent Harriman. We think he's being held on the ground floor.
What are my orders when I reach the command center?
Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
We are not going to take the front door because I've done this part before. And I already know that the front door is really not the best way in. So, give me that. Bioelectrical cell. So instead of taking the front door like a complete fool, get out of the water! God, I always get stuck there. So instead of taking the front door, we are going to reorganize our inventory. We're gonna take like a secret entrance because it's, well, it's secret and it's way, way better than the crazy way that they want you to do it.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Iron and copper.
Although, you do get some experience if you go over there. But, I don't really care. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do better than I did the first time I played this and not get caught by the very first guy in the game.
If you want to make a covert approach,
That's what
remember
happened
the
last time.
Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember
That's a
that
gas
a headshot
grenade.
is a lethal takedown.
Need this block to get up there. So yeah, headshots, always lethal takedowns. Also, they're really, really hard to pull off. Except for, especially with a sniper rifle. You'd think that the sniper rifle would be like your headshotting pro weapon. It's not. Matter of fact, the sniper rifle is perhaps one of the worst guns I have right now. And I know a lot of you are just going to say that that's because I'm really bad with it and don't know how to use it correctly. But I'm just going to say right back that you're right. That is exactly why. It's because I'm bad with it and I can't use it correctly. I mean, if you don't know, because you haven't seen this game before, this is how shaky he is. I mean, look at that. I'm not moving. That's all him. Like, it gets better over time if you just hold still, but it is not easy for me to use.
Is someone there?
There's no one here. No one here. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, did he see me? Okay, no. He's just confused. I'm gonna use this prod thing again. Okay, I get the feeling that's what it's supposed to do, instead of just making them, like, shiver in place. Normally it just makes them shiver in place, and so I normally just really don't use this cattle prod thing, like, at all. God, it's so much easier to play this game now that the brightness is correct. I played this entire area with a direct 3D draw, which made the game so dark. I thought it was supposed to be. I thought you just always had to use your flashlight to see anything at all. Now that it's not like that, I haven't turned my flashlight on like once. It's pretty epic, really. Alright, let's go and cattle prod this guy. Aha! Alright.
This power box must have been damaged.
Read this,
Busting
and
the
then
arcs.
we'll have to
I'm
call it a
also
video
picking up
here.
an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
We wouldn't want that. We wouldn't be able to use our one power. Alright, brother, I've set up the turrets and cameras in the statue ruins. It's a hasty defense. But since we won't be here long, it should work. The security computer login is NSF001. This password is smash the state. We will hopefully be using that. I did not know there was a button there. Alright, so when we come back, we will get past this electrical barrier and get some loot on the other side. Alright. So when it happens, it happens. I'll talk to you later.